Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and or good night. Welcome back to Abstract Medicine. Today I'm very excited to be here with you all to read about Commander Ashtar's messages that want to come in. So I have been quite resistant to doing this reading. As you can see, it's been a while since I did my last reading, but I'm excited to read and hear what he has to say during this incredible awakening. So the cards that he wanted to use today was one card from the Starman Tarot deck, shout out to Davide Nangelis, and these activation oracle cards, Sacred Geometry. So take a break, get yourself a cup of tea, coffee, a drink of your choice, maybe some snacks, lunch, breakfast, dinner. Get cozy, get comfortable, bring your notepads as well, and we will begin. So I was just calling in Commander Ashtar and he said, I am here with you. Pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your astral traveling and your light body. Where are you going during the etheric state? Okay, there's the one card. I also heard an explosion. I heard a loud noise with the cards, which is obviously that sound, but it's also because of how I read. I interpret it immediately as a loud bang. So some of you could be experiencing something in your area that could be quite shocking. This feels a lot like a tower moment, like a tower card where there's some chaos, shock, alarm. Please try to beat fear through breath work. Okay, I've been working on my breath work much more, and it cheats the brain from entering into a state of anxiety, entering into a state of survival, entering into a state of fight, flight, freeze or fawn. So it's always about coming back to your breath. Maybe some of you could be practicing some pranayama. Okay, so this event is taking place for a reason. For some people, you could be reading or receiving this information about a big bang. Now we've just recently had an earthquake in Myanmar. I'm sending out prayers of healing to people in Myanmar, people in China as well, the amazing nurses who are looking after incredible patients who are going through shock, and the newborns and mothers as well. Six of Cups. Now, there's something here about a past life. There's something here about a return of old memories, nostalgia, old contracts, old outdated contracts, and old outdated belief systems. Okay. So something could be shocking about something that could be coming in out of the blue, or an event that may trigger you into trigger an alarm effect about something from your past life or your recent past life. Now this could also be karma. So karma comes in some cases as an important lesson, because that's what karma is. It's an important lesson. Maybe there's a last test. You thought you defeated the monster, and then an event will take place. A message, a memory might be triggered as a one last lesson. Okay. so I would actually like to read the Six of Cups with how Davide D'Angelis expresses it in his booklet. Some of you are remembering also that we are hybrids. You know, a lot of us are hybrids with alien DNA, okay? So some of you are remembering or re-triggered or activated into that feeling, belief, idea. There's also something about the film Inception that's been coming in quite strongly, and I do think this is Commander Ashtar that's been coming in with that message for me to share with you the last few days. The film Inception, please watch it, but it's about a dream within dreams and how some of you could be experiencing an awakening and waking up to the fact, and it is a fact, that we're living in a holographic world. And we are now exiting the matrix. For some of us who choose to, it's about a belief system. If you're consciously aware, if you are awake and aware and you're consciously active and not robotically moving through life, then you'll understand that we also have free will and the choice to see the matrix that we live in, and that we can unenslave ourselves from that matrix. Now, we can unenslave ourselves through not looking at news, not reading the news, not tuning into the agenda, the programming, you know. But there's also this other idea that was already understood in Southeast Asia and in ancient cultures and civilizations, in the Americas, in Australasia, in Africa, in Asia, where we are living a dream, also known as Maya. And so our dreams are actually more real than this dream that we are all collectively experiencing, which is our so-called reality. I am in wonder of life, to be able to wipe all the responsibilities and problems of life away, to return to a time of innocence, a time with the days stretched on forever, and the complex burdens of adulthood were inconceivable, carries a strong allure. Life does not work this way, and even if we reach back into childhood and step into our young shoes once more, we will be ignorant and innocent. Better to go forward, wise and innocent. Innocence fused with ignorance is so delicate. A small child sees the sun glistening on the water. In their mind, they think this is how the sun speaks to the water. It is beautiful, but this time of innocence will be lost, touched by time and the world. It cannot last. We must go forward. Wisdom and awareness can dispel ignorance and kindle a fresh, mature form of innocence. We discover something lovely, innocence flavoured with wisdom. The Six of Cups depicts a woman swathed in graffiti, wearing a tribal patterned cat suit. She reaches out to catch a golden star, floating elegantly in the air. A tiny girl stands patiently on the floor to also catch a star, mirroring the image in the painting above her. The shadow of a young boy joyfully leaping to seize a star is cast across the wall. There is a gilded, luxurious framed picture of another woman hung on the purple wall of the gallery. Surprisingly, she is dressed in black rags, obviously impoverished by life. This scene represents those of us that are tarnished by life, reaching out to touch the golden, pristine beauty of the stars. It speaks of those who have travelled so far away from innocence, and yet, despite the harshness of life, they see that the beauty of innocence is still possible, alive. The woman in black has already touched a star, and it has turned... Excuse the interruption. The woman in black has already touched a star, and it has turned into a dark star. Its innocence, so fragile, is lost. There are more, though. Another chance will come. She reaches for another. The shadow of the young boy expresses the utter fragility of innocence, so joyful and so fleeting. The tiny girl reminds us we cannot stay as we were, we must grow. There is sadness in this artwork, a yearning to once again be untarnished, yet there is much hope. The cups are ready to receive. The art gallery, art, can rekindle a sense of joy. Through art, we can express the world, weary mind in soft, vibrant colours. We can create art that takes others to places of innocence, leading them into it. The cutting edge becomes a soft line of colour. The Six of Cups moves you to reconnect with simple forms of expression, to infuse what you create with the wisdom of your life. I have seen even truly withered spirits brought back to life through the simple joy of art, of creating. Ultimately, your life is your canvas. Your experiences, your actions are the colours and shapes. Your wisdom is the paintbrush and the dexterity of your hand. Take a little time and carve some space in your days to simply create, draw, paint, or shape your fears. Get them into the light so you can see them. Once fully exposed to the light of your consciousness, they can be transformed into an art form. Visualize your dreams, get them out into the world as graphic totems. Show yourself what your heart yearns to express. Life will come at you. It is relentless. Byron Katie calls this relentlessness love. Life will keep coming until you see things clearly as the open space of awareness, true innocence. The Six of Cups is all about indulge in imagination, keep a childlike sense of wonder, reconnect with simple forms of expression. And the mantra is, I am in wonder of life. Beautiful. We create our own reality. We are here to serve. We are here to serve mankind. We are here to be of service. We are here to love. We are here to unite. We are here to return to innocence. We are here to remember. We are here to remind others of what our purpose is. We are here to be free. We are here to express our true nature. We are here to express our true natures. We are here to create. We are here to manifest miracles. We are here to manifest joy. We are here to be abundant. We are not slaves to our reality. We are not slaves to our beliefs. We know the power of our words and the power of our intention and the power of our innocence. Where many treat innocent beings as slaves, as things that can be quashed and used to their advantage, The higher-ups would think that they are in charge, but we are in charge as a humanity, as a species, as a mixology of other species, making us into human beings. We are the powerful ones. We are the chosen ones. Exactly. Remembrance. Number 38, which is an 11 in numerology. A new doorway. It's a master number. Which master, which teacher is coming to you today? In this reading, it could be Commander Ashtar. It could also be another master, male or female, or otherwise, that is coming in to teach you something. The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul in body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. I think a lot of you are also, just from my stance, Cristallina. I see that a lot of you, your ability to see within worlds and beyond worlds is going to become a tool of empowerment, and for a lot of you, you are enhancing your clairvoyance, psychic abilities in general, however it comes and which way. We have compassion, which is a very cups energy, green here. Number 15. The 15 is in the tarot, the devil card. 5 and 1 is the 6. So it's releasing toxic habits, toxic diets, seeing food as medicine, maybe even doing intermittent fasting or fasting overall, maybe changing your regime completely and your diet completely into plant-based eating. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. This beautiful sacred geometry is used as a tool for activation. I do see that here with this card, we are remembering that we are alien. We are the alien ones here on this planet Earth. You know, we weren't here before the birds, we weren't here before the sharks, we weren't here before, you know, the megalodon, we weren't here before the mammoth, we weren't here before the lizards, the fish. Darwinism would, I see that some of you are rethinking how evolution has been taught. It is not necessarily evolution in the way that we think it is. Evolution is in cycles. And what Commander Ashtar is showing is that there has been time before time before time. Just like there is a dream within a dream within a dream. It's a chosen timeline that we are all collectively choosing right now to believe, or we had believed, that things happened in a certain way. And now we're leaping into a new timeline where we are remembering. We're remembering something, and it's going to be personal to you about your existence. It's maybe some of you are going through an existential crisis. You're realizing that you've been entertaining toxic habits, people, environments, ways of thinking, and you now remember that you are sovereign. And you're coming back to innocence, and that innocence isn't a weakness, just like how crying is not a weakness. I'm picking up on a lot of you are going to be experiencing abductions, but this is a chosen soul contract where you have agreed on a soul level to be for your body to be used as, sorry, there's so much information that's coming through, as for study. Now, the way that I've been reading over the years has been as teacher, and I've been encouraged by Spirit to no longer do that. I'm now going to be starting to read in a way where you already understand this information. Okay, so I will no longer over-explain or explain certain things. Okay, so I do see that there are going to be new people coming into the YouTube channel, Abstract Medicine. As I say this, I see the moon right there, which is interesting because it is a satellite. If you know, you know. You know, it's a satellite. The moon is not what we believe it to be. It's not what we think it is. It is not what we have been told it is. It is a place where the Andromedeans go and commune. It is hollow, and we will not be able to see the other side of the moon. Okay, so information like that is what I'll be sharing with that explanation. Okay, so I see that there's going to be a shift of people who are going to be coming in, listening to the video, subscribing here on the channel, coming in for bookings, etc., etc. Because this is now a moment where we either remember maybe through what I'm saying here on Abstract Medicine, where I activate that knowledge and remembrance within you, or essentially you just drop out and you continue to choose to be enslaved in a way of thinking. And it's not me being judgmental, it's just how life is evolving so rapidly at this time. Okay, so there is a program where human beings have chosen to be monitored by extraterrestrials, and it is because some of these extraterrestrials, now there are many, countless to number, are the Greys, known as the Greys, and they are the ones who are our future selves. I feel they actually live on Mars. I do feel that. They are our future selves, and they have chosen to evolve in a way that lacks compassion, that they don't have emotion. They have programmed their own evolution as a species in their own right to remove emotion because they thought that it was a weakness and it didn't serve them. So they ended up becoming a race in a future timeline that was mainly logical and right brain thinking. I think the right brain, because the left brain is the emotion and creativity and the right brain is logic. So that's what I'm seeing, that you shouldn't really be alarmed if you see a grey, because you've made a soul contract with another part of yourself, with that grey who is you, so that they could actually take or expunge the emotional element within you so that they can have that within themselves again. Because they realise that lacking emotion, lacking compassion hasn't really served them. They don't have any feelings. Imagine living a life without any feeling at all. Now, there are people, as we know, who live on this planet who are unconscious. They're not awake. They lack souls. So compassion is not a hindrance. I'm here to bring about compassion, to remind you that you are light beings for a lot of you. The other message from Commander Ashtar is prosperity. I do see that there is prosperity in this card. How I'm seeing it is be bountiful and prosper, live long and prosper. So I see this as, in Italy right now, there's statistically a low birth rate. Last year, 2024 was the lowest birth rate in the whole of Italy. Now, there's lots of factors within that, the cost of living, etc. There's also programming involved too, you know. But I see that on other planes of existence, on other planets, other dimensions, there are people. I'm also picking up on bartering. There's a lot of bartering. There's a bartering system here where money isn't used in the same way that we use it here in the world. I was going to say the UK, but in the world. But I see here that there's a lot of activity, a lot of births, a lot of children. I'm also seeing that the mind creates children. Okay, now hear me out. Whatever you create is a child of existence, because whatever is first and foremost conceived within the mind, within consciousness of a pure source, is a child that is being birthed, particularly for those of you who are creatives. Okay, so we have 36 here, could be your age, 38 could be your age too. You may have a child who's 15 or 6. We have double 6 here. So 66 is a number that will activate you into remembering the words and messages that are coming in from Commander Ashtar. 66, or 6 in general, is a number in numerology that is all about balance and harmony. Okay, the frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit sing. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. When we think abundant thoughts, when we think we are abundant, when we feel when we are abundant, when we know that we are prosperous, when we know that we can create and manifest, remember in the channeling, I manifest my reality from an innocent source, from a place of purity, our whole body is sending out those signals to the world as a sonic sound, energetically almost, that will come back to us in kind. Now the light is shining so brightly, and it's so interesting because we've experienced just recently, the last 2 days, a solar eclipse, and before that was a lunar eclipse. What is ending in your life? Who is leaving your life as you ascend and move into your next trajectory? And what is opening up with the number 11? Endings and beginnings. 11 and 9. 9/11 is another numerological number of endings and beginnings. You must leave what is no longer serving you. If people are leaving your life, it is for a reason. It's almost about letting go of control and allowing things to flow in the way that they need and they must, because it's part of a universal law that I'm picking up on here. We have soul time. Number 40, what a beautiful card. Okay, I'm also seeing soul journeying. So a lot of you are going to be reclaiming elements of your soul that you have given away to people who have discarded your compassionate nature. You've given away your art even to places, to people that didn't necessarily respect it, appreciate it for its true value, for its true meaning. Now it's interesting, as an artist myself, and of course I do a lot of research on all of this, everything related with art, I'm on it, you know, especially also with Hype A, my podcast. Hilma af Klint, now the famous Hilma af Klint, a psychic artist, like so many of her generation. Her work has been in the forefront of litigation right now, because her great nephew, I think, or great grandson, who is in charge of her estate, I think it might be him or another member of the family, who believe that her work should only be seen by people who have a spiritual disposition, in the sense that they are open to the spiritual coding that's in her work. and it's now time to put it in a vault. Okay, so essentially it's about an energetic frequency that must be matched. Remember, I always say this, do not cast your pearls onto pigs. Pigs eat everything. Another message that I've been receiving lately as well is to not eat pork. Really, pork is like cannibalism. Another message that's been coming in through my own research is KFC. It's cannibalism. It's not chicken. Look it up. Do your own research on this. Now, I say this as information for entertainment purposes only. It's out there. The information, should you wish to seek it, is out there about what I've just said. There's no facts about it, allegedly. It's out there. Soul time. So again, it's about the soul retrieval, all right? The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge. So it's about grounding yourself in a new reality, with number 4 being stability. A lot of you are going to be coming into physical union and true union, a lasting union with your twin soul. A lot of you are coming into relationships. A lot of you are exiting and leaving relationships and situations, workplaces, because there's a shedding that is taking place. You cannot control it. You must let it go. Your karma has been complete. The lesson has been complete and understood and cleared out, and you passed. The last test is whether you wish to entertain this experience again or not. Is it an energetic frequential match? Whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're creating, whatever it is that you are wishing to manifest, is it a creative, emotional, spiritual, soulful, energetic, vibrational, frequential match? You'll feel it in your body, your mind, your heart, your soul, and in your dreams as well. So one that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. Now, Ram Dass, he said that his teacher, his guru, had mentioned that he's not dying, he's just dropping off his body. Like luggage. I'm just dropping off my body. So we still exist beyond the body. Beyond the waking state, we are still existing. Think about that. Tantric journey, number 42. Okay. A lot of you are also experiencing a Kundalini awakening, which is very in line in this timeline as we enter Easter. Okay. That this would happen. A lot of you are going through an awakening, a Kundalini activation. The frequency of Tantric journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that we intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through our sensual experiences with ourselves and with another. Sex is not just sex. In this world, it has been debased. It is a line of communication. It is a soul recognition of another soul who also lives in existence beyond the physical. Tantric lovemaking is creating. It is creating new realities in motion. It is devotion to source. It lifts you up. It brings you up to a higher power, into a higher knowing. It is meditation in action. Your body is a temple, yes. Your mind also, your soul also. Do not cast your pearls among pigs. That's all I have for you today from Commander Ashtar. Thank you so much, Commander Ashtar, for your channeling, for your messages. And I'm sure there'll be more. He's saying there will be more. But right now, pay attention to your dreams and see what happens there and note them down. Loving you and leaving you. But before I do, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel and my newsletter. I currently have some dates open for my spiritual retreats, and I'll be sending some more information about that very soon. Love and light. God bless. Bye for now.